All right, good morning, Reefers. I'm Daniel. We're doing a quick live at Coralust. We have some updates for you. I'll give some people a few seconds to log on. I know you'll probably get a notification if you're following us that we're doing a live stream. If not, make sure you go back and watch this later on. So, a few things we've updated. If you guys see, we do have the fridge up here by the retail counter now. That's something I wanted to do for a while because we will be getting in live brine shrimp copepods, and I'll be setting up those dispensers in the near future. So we just had to move some things around. We want people to come in, get the food, get the coral food they need, fish food, and all that good stuff. So we are getting in more corals tomorrow, and we are actually trading for some new corals and getting rid of these fish tanks. So that's kind of one of the updates I wanted to show you guys. I wanted to build the waterfall and make this a little bit more interesting. So we are getting rid of these systems, and by getting rid of, like I said, we're trading them, and we'll be making room for some troughs and for a more interesting display. So we want to focus on more of our coral grow out in the next couple weeks, and we're going to start setting up tanks for that. You can see we lowered the chameleons. They're down here. We had them up on the top shelf for a while, and I just felt it was too bad. So they're finally back on eye level, and everybody who comes in can see them.
I would feed them for you guys right now, but I already fed them earlier, so they're probably not hungry at the moment.
Yeah, Frosty looks hungry.
You
I
think
fed
so?
him. He always looks hungry. I fed him last night for some people, but yeah, they're awesome. This guy over here, he loves those worms. And these things here, I'll show you guys. Check them out. It's a great way to hydrate the chameleons. These things are like 90% water.
They start off really small, guys. Like,
What's going on, Douglas? It's good to hear from you. Yeah, it's been a long time. Trying to do, like I said, a quick update for everybody. We just emptied all the fish out of these systems, and we actually had them stocked for the first time, which is kind of funny. But we're breaking these down so I can make room for some more displays. I want a waterfall in here, and I'm going to be working on that. I just don't know how tall to build it because these ceilings are so high. So I'm like, should I try to just be adventurous and go all the way up to the ceiling? Oh man, you're still running locomotives? Well, that's good. At least you're working. Are those commercial locomotives? You delivering people or supplies or both? I actually just I went to the dump today, and it was my first time at the dump. I had to get rid of some stuff, cleaning up, moving things around. So I had to just trash some stuff. I didn't want to recycle it, so I went to the dump, and they literally had a giant crane and train and all that stuff sitting there. So it was kind of cool to watch. But freight is awesome. Hopefully you get to sleep on the job for long trips. I don't know. I don't have the lens on here, but this tank's coming along, starting to look pretty well. I'm going to be moving around some more corals on this display.
we're going to be fragging leathers too soon, right, Dan?
Yep, yeah, so we're going to be doing some fragging of these corals. We do have some awesome leathers in here, and I want to make them available for people. So we have been really, really busy with a lot of stuff lately, just trying to survive and trying to update ourselves, work on new service regulations for people, so we can continue to get stuff done and service people without businesses being shut down. So people are going to be getting back to work soon, I hope, but we have to wear face masks and all that stuff. So if we have customers in here shopping, you're more than welcome to come in. You just have to wear a face mask. So what was that, Douglas? Let me check. Only on the train for 12 hours at a time? 12 hours? You made it sound only 12 hours.
Wow.
That's still a long time. But still sounds fun. I would love a good train ride. So, all right. Now I'm pretty bad. I haven't checked out my Trident. We set this up the other day, and I literally haven't done anything since. So, what's up, Gabriel? I haven't calibrated or even messed with the apex since we set it up. So I need to go back and do that later on today. But a friend of mine was telling me once you set it up, just to wait 24 hours. So it's done all its cycling. It's running through all its parameters and checks and stuff. So I think it should be good to go. Now I can clean up this wire mess. This is just disgusting. I hate the fact that all these fish tanks, we've been doing it for like hundreds of years, and they don't come standard with wire management systems. So I am 3D printing some wire loops, and what I'll do is either like a screw with a hook or some kind of Velcro system, so you can take them down when you want to, and just to make it easy, because this is just a mess over here. Now I prefer the manual switches. I've always been a big fan of these switches, just because it's easy and the plugs are in the back and out the way. But with the Neptune system, you can control them through the programming. So it's nice to be able to turn on and off your skimmers and set up schedules like that. So I just wish they had override switches on there. That would be so awesome, because a lot of times I don't like using the app. If they had a display board with some buttons, overrides are always awesome. But yeah, so that's something we've been working on. This system over here is ready for an upgrade. So the sump's kind of naked right now, a little empty. I did take out the Chaeto. I am going to be seeding this and probably putting in more of those bio bricks in the bottom, just so I can use it to establish more rock. But this thing's ready for live rock, or SPS corals, I should say. We threw in a couple the other day. There's our strawberry shortcake over here. This looks like some kind of green humilius. And then we threw into the candy canes, kryptonite candy canes up here. So, yeah, so that's that. What were you going to say, Ed?
Oh, I was just gonna say, yeah, I think the bio bricks would be really good, and yeah, guys, hopefully these SPS survive in here.
Yeah, with the Trident system, doing the SPS corals should definitely make a huge difference. One of our problems we were having is just keeping the alkalinity in check. So dosing is going to be our next thing, but I want to set up a calcium reactor. I'm a big fan of calcium reactors. So Douglas, let's see, your Gonopora, and they are happy. Your Zoas are angry, kind of. 45 gallons of water changes, that's always helpful. Yeah, you put carbon on. If you're ever having them pissed off, sometimes throw some carbon on, refresh your system. It really does make a difference. If something's sending off some toxic warfare to your corals, it's always a good practice to refresh your carbon. And that sometimes can help remove some of those potential issues that you're not noticing. But this guy's incredible.
He is, yeah.
Carbon and GFO. Are they in the same reactor, or do you have them separated? I always prefer to have them separated, but if you can't, put a sponge or something between them if you can. So all right, so let me show you some more updates. So where I'm standing right now, there was a table. Let me move my camera around.
Now it's gone, guys.
Yep, the table's gone. We moved that to the back. We're trying to have a scale there because we're doing the live rock. And it's so important when you're cycling tanks, when you're building stuff, to have live rock and have it ready to go. I didn't realize how crucial it was to success of a new tank. When you start off with unseeded rock, it definitely increases your startup time. So we like to offer both for people, but sometimes if you're not patient and you just got to get something done, or your tank's already cycled and you're just trying to move to the next step, it's great to pick up a piece that's already cycled. But yeah, this is that table that was up front. So this is all that wood that was bothering me. It's now back here and the freezer's gone, so we have a clear shot down the store. We're doing more packing daily. So this is our packing station and the live rock building station. So we're doing a little bit of both here. But I love it. I can't wait to do some more sculpting later this week, just to show off some of the designs. And then I'll be working on some new setups here in the future. But yeah, so all this stuff will be moved. We're breaking these down right now. As soon as I get off the live stream, me and Ed will be taking these things down. So we are running some specials on sumps. We have tons of different kinds of sumps, so if anybody wants a sump, now's the time to get it. I think I'm running like $100, $150 to $200 off some of the sumps. So we're literally just getting rid of them. But yeah, so that's that, guys. Our mushrooms are doing wonderful.
That thing's massive.
That Candy Crush is insanely huge. It definitely likes the lights right now and just ate up its frag plug. So
I still wish
without the lens, it doesn't do these things justice. But These eclectus, these jawbreakers, candy crushes are just stunning. Yeah, Gabriel, you need a sump. You definitely get there. Sumps are awesome. Like I said, this thing here is pretty cool. And it's nice to have all your equipment in the bottom. But yeah, Gabriel, one of the things you can do is this over here. This is one of my favorite little setups, especially for saltwater. I'm tempted to take it home, even though I shouldn't, but I want to take it home. But the thing I love about this system the best is it has an overflow box on the outside and not on the inside of the tank. So it keeps it low and it makes it easier for you to service, easier to keep it clean, and there's no overflow box in the tank. But as we're displaying Apex, guys, here, anybody want an Apex? $4.99 for the basic model. Can't go wrong. But yeah, so this system still has a protective cover on the back. I didn't even pull it off yet. But that overflow box is incredible. So Gabriel, yeah. How much is a tank like that? I think we have this one on sale right now. I want to say this is the Innovative Marine $850. So, and I think we throw in some sand and stuff with it. Good evening, Romans Reef, if I said that right. I'm trying to read all these things. How is everybody doing? Douglas, you want to get a new tank? We'll make a road trip. I forget where you're from. North Carolina? Don't kill me, I'm terrible. So you have carbon, GFO, same. I'm going through and reading your comments, Douglas. This system here, it's the 30-gallon long. But it's just such a cool stand. And now we didn't peel off any of the coverings or not, so you can see all this stuff here. But aluminum stand, it comes apart, you can take it apart and you can set it back up in minutes. It's really awesome. This stand only weighs like 10 pounds. Like you can literally lift it with one finger. But it's such a beautiful tank for a reef. It's short enough that you can get your hand in there. If any corals fall over, if you got a lot of zoas, clams, whatever you want. I just absolutely love this tank. I'm not a fan of the big, tall tanks. I have a 30-inch at home with a rim, and I have to get on a ladder and dive in every single time I want to work on it. I really don't like any tanks over 24 inches tall anymore, if it's a reef tank, just for that reason. Because it's so hard to get to the bottom sometimes. But yeah, this tank, we just threw in some more damsels today, and I'm really excited. Actually, yeah, they're in this tank over here. Yeah, these damsels are yellow and black damsels. Freaking cool. I'm sure you guys have seen them before, but they're not on our list all the time. So I'm trying to show you if this thing wants to zoom. There they are. Really cool. There's one right in front of me. Oops. Yep. So I went the route with a busy tank with a bunch of cheap fish. So this tank has tons of damsels in it, and it looks busy. Oh, Texas, Douglas. All right, I need to go to Texas. We'll bring you a tank, make a road trip. These things here are the blue morph octospawns, and without the lens, like I said, they do not do it justice at all, but they're just absolutely, absolutely incredible. So, one of my favorite corals at the moment in this tank.
They're also Indonesian as well, guys.
Yeah, Indo. And this thing here, this megamouth blasto, holy moly. I gotta like put that up somewhere. It's so neon green that it's like blurring out the camera. And these are rainbow hornets over here. They're doing fabulous. It's all about the flow. If you put a coral and it's in a bad spot, it will not do well. You could have perfect water conditions, but if your water's stagnant, it is not going to grow. It's not going to survive. And I noticed that as soon as we switched our flow, we had immediate die-off on the end of the tank because we didn't calibrate these new wave makers. Was busting up. The flow on these things, because you're pushing here and here, it has so much resistance when it's fighting the other side left and right versus, you know, MP40 that's shooting out a stream. So it's a little bit easier to get distance on the MP40. So I'm actually pretty happy with those. Let me see what's going on, Douglas. So 65-gallon tank. That's a decent size. Damseled. Yeah. Yeah, some damsels are great if you keep them in schools. Otherwise, they become extremely aggressive and extremely nasty. So, try to keep them. Now, I should be showing you guys a beautiful... Ed, there's someone at the door. I should show you guys with the lens on. I don't know why I don't do that. But let me grab this thing. And I gotta put my mask on. There's somebody coming in the store. So I have to do this.
Sorry guys, we gotta put on our masks real quick.
Yep. Oh man, try. That's quite all right, man. So what can I do for you?
I need the Facebook I was talking to.
Oh, sweet.
Mine broke.
I'll let Ed take care of you, man.
Okay.
How else is everything going for you?
Canadians aren't doing that great.
Is it-
One is having a calcium defect, so I have to inject her like 3 weeks.
Wow. How did you notice that?
Well, she woke up laying in her water bowl where all the water drips and ends up.
That's pretty intense.
And she wouldn't eat for 4 days.
Wow.
Well, I mean, I went to one doctor, or whatever. It's in.
AB plus, all out.
Oh, we moved the thing,
So you went to the vet for it?
Yes, I did.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow, you guys are out now. Nice.
Yeah, we're moving around a lot of stuff. So like I said, it's gonna take us a couple days,
The fridge is over there now.
but we're breaking down some things. I'm gonna try to put a big one of these in. So I'm building basically a waterfall like this thing. It's a miniature scale, but I want to make a giant one. Great way to seed your rock too and cure it through a waterfall. So that'll be a lot of fun. But now I'm wearing my mask, can't really talk through this thing. But I see a few of you watching, so feel free to, like I said, give me some questions if you have any. We're really just, like I said, trying to reinvent ourselves right now and do the curbside and trying to do a lot more online business just to keep things going. So if you have any ideas for the shop, feel free to throw them at us. Dude, that lionfish is awesome. It's like I love predator tanks. I know you can't really have too much in there, and it's always a gamble because at any given day he's going to get hungry and he's just going to eat everybody. So we have the live damsels in there, and he doesn't seem to be bothering them. But like I said, it's just a gamble for now. This little purple tang, the itty bittiest little purple tang, is the most aggressive demon devil fish in the world. He tries to bite everyone's tail. I don't get it. He doesn't mess with the trigger too much, but he messes with everybody else. So you got to keep an eye on him. The eel's actually not doing too well right now. I don't know if somebody was bothering him or not, but he wasn't eating. So I will be moving the eel to another tank. But yeah, I don't know what was happening. He's just getting bullied by other fish. But it is tough. Trying to get everyone happy, balance everything out. That's a big wrasse over there, a big Melanaris. There's a coral beauty in the back. Orange shoulder tang. I think we got a Tomini tang in here. Yeah, yellow scopus. Where'd you put the yellow scopus? Oh, look at the clownfish. They keep jumping in the basket. For some reason, they are trying to get to the anemones, which is a good thing, I guess. But if you put them outside the basket, they will jump over. Alrighty. So I'm working on a new epoxy table. These things are going to be moved. I'm actually hooking up the RODI system on Saturday. So this whole system for the store will be gone, thank God, finally. We'll have a whole new system in the back that'll be able to load up the truck and all that other stuff. And then, like I said, the epoxy table I'm working on is going to be a combination of coral, painted skeletons, and epoxy. And I just cannot wait to start on that project. I started picking out some pieces already. And what I did is I picked out like slabs of this stuff that were cut on one side, and I'll lay them flat on the wood, and then I'm going to glue the corals to this, and then sprinkle some sand in the bottom and use the blue epoxy just to make it look like an ocean. So the ocean table is going to be such a fun project. Like, I cannot wait. Like, this is so stress relieving just to pour this stuff, just to stir it. Yeah, it's a shame it's so expensive. If it wasn't so expensive, I'd make a lot more projects. But like one bucket of that stuff, you can spend $500 on a 5-gallon jug of epoxy. So otherwise, I do more projects like this one. Sorry, excuse the mess. I'm showing you guys my sink. It's really dirty. I got socks in here. I was changing stuff, and when the phone rings or a customer calls, you're just like throwing stuff and moving on to the next project. You don't always have a chance to finish what you're doing, which is tough. I feel bad for people, you know, for customers when we're trying to keep everyone happy, and literally it's running around sometimes from one thing to another, from Instagram, Facebook, the door, the phone, deliveries. But we try to keep it running smoothly. We really do. It's not easy. So, what's up, buddy? Huh? Would you like some food? This is Bruce. If you haven't met Bruce yet, this is Bruce. Yeah, Gatorreel depends on what you're using the wave maker for, what size tank. There's the Nero and the MP10. You're probably thinking about that size, and I'd probably go with the Nero, but I'm sure there's a few other people I could probably ask their opinion on as well, if you're using it for a frag system. Are you in a good mood today, buddy? I want to get bit. Come here. And bite me on camera. It's been a while. I hate when I get so busy and I don't get time to play with them. Come here. Look at the colors. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. He will turn bright yellow at times, red. He's got blue in him, greens. Yeah. Bruce is one of my favorites. He's a panther. Come on, buddy. You gotta let go of your tail. He doesn't like to ever let go of his tail on the branch. I have to coax him out forever, and he's very camera shy. But geez, look at those colors. He definitely is flashing some oranges in his beard. Now, if he's really mad at you, it'll turn red, so that's good. It's not. Stone coat, yes, dude, I love stone coat, Douglas. Dude, they're awesome. Unbelievably cool people. Oh, here, hold on, Bundle. Yeah, they do some insane projects, Mr. Stone Coat. All right, Corey, it's good to see you, man. Did you find what you need?
Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
Cool. You too. Look, you came out to say hi, Ed.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, good old Bruce. All right. He wants to bite everything. And don't you bite my ears, all right?
You call him Corey?
Oh, what'd I call him?
Corey?
What's his name?
Cody.
Cody. Oh, man. I'm looking at the screen and I called him Corey. My bad, Cody. He's probably like, this dude's crazy. I am absolutely terrible with names. It's just a curse I have. Seriously.
Oh, wait, we can take these off now.
Oh, man. So, feel free to ask us guys any questions.
Hey, guys.
It's only 5:53, so we do have a little bit of time here. The lights do go down early for us, as you can see. It's already getting dark on that tank. But it's been raining non-stop today, and it's been absolutely just wet outside and windy. I was unloading the truck, and the wind was just blowing the doors so hard, I had to have somebody hold the door just so I could unload the truck because it was going to break the glass. But yeah, so that's just our quick, slow, simple walkthrough. Like I said, we're going to be putting up some new displays here. TVs are going to be gone. I'm going to make something. I keep thinking about doing some paper mache and just like putting a TV into like a paper mache rock and just having fish swim by in and out with some advertisements. So I don't like the store being boring. And a year ago, I said I was going to finish stuff and have it hanging from the ceiling, and still haven't had time to finish that. So it's still on my to-do list. Like I said, the store is a dream in progress. So, all right, Eddie, you want to walk around? You have anything to say, or you try to
Let's
give
see,
them a rest?
Well, guys, we do have lots of new beginner recordias and stuff in right now. One for 35, three for 30 each, 5 for 25. And I would say 10 for 200, but unfortunately we've already sold out on a few, so I can't really do that deal anymore. But yeah, guys, come check it out.
Sweet. All right. And the sand waterfall in here. I have it sitting over there. The pipe's here, and we just got to get this rock done. So I just wanted to say hello because time goes by so fast and we get so busy on everything else. that I don't do live streams or I don't do videos for weeks on end. I start to edit something and I get totally engulfed in another project, and I never come back to finish for months on end, and I kind of feel bad for you guys who watch this channel regularly and are supporters. So I really do appreciate it, and you can usually tell when I'm distracted working on something, because I will just go silent, completely dead, and I just don't return messages for a while. So, but yep, you guys have a good weekend. Patrick, where are you going, buddy? Or Bruce? Sorry, Bruce. That's the problem with having so many pets. He's go ahead, Ed. You can take him.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if he bites you. As long as you go into the belly, he's pretty gentle.
Yep.
There was only that one time he bit my lip, but in his defense, I did kiss him, and I did get a little close, and that freaked him out. He does not like faces.
Does not like kisses.
If you get too close to him, yeah. He likes hands. He doesn't mind being carried, but no kisses.
Yeah. Nope.
So, and our little leather toadstool island took off. I can't believe how fast all these pieces seem to like acclimate and seem to be happy on this little rock. So that was one of the Marco rocks, the pedestals. And if you haven't seen those, they're pretty cool. Great for building. Sits on a nice little rock underneath that comes cut like that. Everything else here we epoxied together using the Marco mortar. Make nice little bridges and whatnot. So, alrighty everybody. Like I said, have a wonderful evening. Please feel free to message me always, and we will get back to you. I apologize for any delays. It's just a matter of time before we get back to you. So, sweet. All right, Bruce is back. You put him in the right cage?
Yep.
Okay, that one right there, right?
Yep.
If you put him in the wrong cage, it may be a little bit evil. I don't know where he went now. He just, oh, there he is. I feel bad because I don't give them all as much attention as I want to. They really do deserve to be handled daily, but it's hard. So we all try to take turns. If you ever come by, you can just offer to hang out with one of the chameleons sometimes. People love to do that. So it keeps them being personable, and the more people they're handled by, the more they tend to stay friendly. Man, where did he just go? He like totally went ninja. Big old Patrick, where did he go?
Hey, where is he? Huh.
I was just gonna take him out. All right. I felt bad because, like I said, I haven't held him in a while. He's like just hid. But
Frosty's there
yeah,
if you wanna
pretty
try.
soon we will have a new pet. I think another 2 months I'll be able to bring the ringtail lemur home. So that is one of my things I can't wait to do. Come on, buddy. Where are you at, Bubba? Come on, climb up. And he's like, nope. He's already settled down. He's in chill mode right now. He's ready to go to his Betty Bob Ranch. That's what he does every night. Right, he knows around 7 o'clock when we close up, he'll climb down there and he'll just put himself to bed on that branch. So he loves to do that. But that's Frosty. So Jack Frost. We got Patrick doesn't have a last name. He's just from SpongeBob because he eats fake leaves and he's just funny that way. So he's called Patrick from SpongeBob. And then Bruce is from Bruce Lee because he likes to karate chop people. If you try to put your hand up to him, he will put his hands up to you and try to hit you. But cool pets, very, very cool. So, all right, I think I'm saying goodbye finally. It is tough for me to do that, but have a wonderful evening, and I'll talk to you guys soon.
Bye, guys. Still close up.
Yep, if it's letting me. Hang up. Oh, wait, hold on. Might as well read since it didn't hang up yet. So I want to have no flow in that tank. 30, 18, 28. Yeah, Gabriel, definitely need a lot of flow. If you're trying to have corals, is that the one with the bare bottom?
It's like one more.